Hey there, friends. I hope you're having a totally great day. Today, we're going to take a moment to talk about our restroom policy. This is one of our most important policies as it keeps both you and the kids safe. So lean in and please listen for the next 10 minutes. As I said, our restroom policy is one of our most important policies, and so for that reason, we need you to follow this policy exactly as we have asked. Again, we're not trying to be mean. This is just our heart to keep the children and you protected. So first, let's start with diaper changes. Every child should get their diaper changed during a service. Diapers can only be changed by women. To change a diaper, you're going to pull a diaper out of the child's diaper bag. Just a little helpful hint that you can choose to use if you want to is as the children are being dropped off, go ahead and pull the diaper out immediately, write their name on the front, and stick it on the changing table. That way you have a pile of diapers, and when that pile's gone, everyone knows every diaper has been changed. It also kind of works as a bonus that it tells the parent that the diaper has been changed because they see that we wrote on that diaper. But we're going to make sure we do it regardless of how, so it needs to be done every event that we have. Diapers can only be changed by women, and each time we do it, we're going to lay down the wax paper, we're going to put on gloves, we're going to lay the child down, we're going to change their diaper, and then between every child, we're going to change the wax paper, we're going to change our gloves, and you can wipe down that pad. Here's a little helpful hint. You could also flip that pad over as it's drying, or you need to wait until it dries before you change the next child. So that's diaper changes. The next thing we're going to do is if a kid needs to use the restroom. So let's start from the bottom and work our way up. If a little 2-year-old comes to me and says that they need to use the restroom, I'm going to say, "Good job, thank you for telling me." And then I'm going to walk over to the restroom with them. I'm going to open the door and turn the light on, and then I'm going to send them into the restroom by themselves. This is one of those important rules, guys, so I hope you're paying attention right now. You never, ever, never, ever, ever, never want to enter the restroom with a child. That's our whole goal. Our goal is to not enter the restroom with a child. So that child should have everything they need in the restroom to assist themselves, including a stool, in case they are too short and tiny to get up onto the toilet. So what I do is I tell them, go ahead and go in and go potty, and then I close the door, leaving about this much of a gap, and I face the classroom with my back to the bathroom. But I do stay there so that if their tiny little voices need help, I can hear it. So let's say I'm facing the classroom and I hear through the crack, "Ma'am," and so I know they need help. I will turn around and I'll go, "Yes, Sally," and if she says something like, "I can't button my pants," I say, "No problem," and then I encourage her to come to me, who's standing in the doorway of the restroom. So there's always ways that we can work it out where we don't have to enter the restroom with the child. We can also tell them things like if they say, "I can't get up on the toilet." "Oh, it's okay. There's a stool right there at the sink. Pull that stool over and then you can step up." Or, "I don't know how to turn the water on." You can instruct them from the doorway and tell them that they're strong and that they can do it themselves, or that they're big kids now and they can do it themselves. So there's ways of helping the children without having to enter the restroom. But let's say that one time it happens. Little Sally says she can't get up on the toilet. You go to tell her about the stool, and the stool is not there. You don't know what happened. Let's say, even despite your best efforts, you have to enter that restroom with a child. You always, 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 always are going to leave the door open. So you leave the door open, you step in, you assist the child as quickly as possible, and you step right back out. There will literally never be a situation where you are alone in the restroom with a child with the door closed. Again, for the child's safety and for your child, your safety, we're gonna always leave the door open. So if you try everything and you truly need to step into the restroom, you're gonna step in, assist the child with the door open, and step right back out. Now, what happens if something has happened and you need to assist the child with wiping? So I know one time for me what happened was a kiddo went number 2 in his pants and he didn't tell me. And so he starts pulling his pants down, and when he does, it gets all over his legs. It's just, the mess is beyond him helping himself. Okay, first thing I want you to try to do is, can you get that child out of the restroom and onto the changing table? That is going to be your best case scenario. 1, because you are out in the open. But 2, it's going to save your back. Like, who wants to sit down on the floor and help a child when you could stand up and they're level with you? So first and foremost, we want to try to get them to the changing table. But if that is just absolutely not an option, and you have to go in the restroom and you are going to have to help wipe that child, then you need to put gloves on, just as if you were going to take them to the changing station. And then you are going to ask the other adult in the room to come over and watch you as you're wiping the child. So you have gloves on, you've asked someone else to come over and watch as you are cleaning that child up. You're going to clean them up, as I said before, as quickly as possible, and then get out. Remember, if a mess is made on the floor and we need to clean that up, we can assist the child, get them cleaned up, get their hands washed, and get them out of the restroom, and then address anything that might be on the toilet or on the floor. That way we are not in the restroom with a child, we're in there by ourselves. So we're just always thinking about ways that we can avoid being in the restroom with a kid. This is kind of the train of thought here. If the kid is 3 or older, honestly, I just send them to the bathroom by themselves. They're old enough that if for some reason they needed something, they can come open the door and let us know. And it's pretty rare that they do need something. Now let's move on to our friends that are in elementary school. This one's simple. You're never going to go in the restroom with a child who's in elementary school. Kinder or up, do not enter the restroom. If something happens that they needed help, which is going to be extremely rare, but if something happens where they needed help, maybe they got sick in the restroom or something like that, then we are going to page the coordinator, and the coordinator will know what to do and they will take care of it. So if it's an elementary kid, you do not enter the restroom with them at all. All right, so let's do a really quick recap. We're going to change diapers for every single kiddo at every service using wax paper and gloves, and changing out everything between every change. Remembering that whether we're talking about diaper changes or restrooms, only women can assist kids. If we're talking about kiddos who are 2 through 5, they're going to go to the restroom and we're going to avoid going in there at all cost. If we really truly have to go in, we have to leave the door open, we're going to step in and step out as quickly as possible. If we have to assist a child in wiping, we're always going to wear gloves with the hopeful goal that we can get them to the changing station. If we cannot, we're going to call somebody over to watch as we assist that child, get them cleaned up, and get them out. Moving on to our elementary friends, we're just never going to enter the restroom with them. And everything that we do, let's make sure we are washing our hands. Even though you're wearing gloves, it's a good idea to wash hands, whether that's hand sanitizer or you being able to step into the restroom when there's no children present and wash your hands with soap and water. Just helps keep everyone clean. And really, who doesn't want clean hands after cleaning up a diaper or something like that? I hope this is super clear. If you have any questions, please reach out to your coordinator. We'd love to answer those for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, as this is so important to us, and we know it's important to you because you want to take care of the children and the families of Hope Fellowship, and that includes you. You're part of our family too. All right, guys, have a great day.